What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. So this is Ready to Love Season 7, Episode 5. So we're still at the point where we're trying to figure out who's going home from the women. And they end up sending Corvea home. Now, personally, I think Marcia, it was her time to go, but they didn't send Corvea home. Okay, girl. I don't think that was a bad decision because I don't think your person is there, girl. I don't think he's there for you. Um, so afterwards, Tommy sends them over to the Hard Rock Cafe. Demario talks about, how he lost his strongest connection and he's feeling some kind of way about the whole situation. And they generally just have a conversation about, the process and where they are in the process and how they feeling about it. We see Blake having a conversation with Susu, and she basically is just saying how, I got your back. I'm here for you. I don't understand why Jeffrey acted the way she acted. And Blake insists that Jeffrey lied and that he ain't never say you are my number one. You my only one. You are the one that I'm choosing. And that's what he had said. Again, I don't know. We will see. So then we see Cynthia and Anthony. Is it Anthony? The nurse. The dark chocolate brother. Beautiful, okay? We see them go out on a date, and I like them. I don't know if they're going to end up together, but I like this date. I like the fact that Cynthia is very intentional. She knows what she wants, and she said, I know, people going to be like, I like everybody because I like him, but then I was also liking the other dude that went home because he had the Roni wrong. But he said they had a good conversation. They're both Haitian, so they have something in common as far as their background and maybe some common understanding of their culture and the way they were brought up. They found out that they lived not too far from each other, but they never really crossed paths. And he asked her, he said, so do you want to get married? She said, absolutely. I see marriage in my, she said, hell, I caught the bouquet down to my sister's wedding last year. So I know I better have something coming. They both want kids, and it just seemed easy. Like, it just seemed easy like Sunday morning. Now, again, I ain't saying they're going to end up together and live happily ever after, but I thought it was a nice date, okay? I thought it was a really nice date. Unlike Demario and Jeffrey. Sir, what's wrong with you? Like, for real, let's have a minute. Let's talk for a minute about Mr. Demario. What is wrong with you? You mad because Corvea got sent home. Okay, cool, whatever. But then you got an attitude with Jeffrey because you said that she kissed Mark Anthony and you felt some kind of way about that. Like, you was acting like she laid down in the middle of that floor and let that man hump her. It was a kiss, my man. And I understand that for some people, that's a big deal. And I don't want to sound like I'm a floozy or nothing, but I don't see what the big deal is. Like, you agreed to go on a dating show where you was going to date 10 people at one time. Now, that don't mean that you should just be running around here willy-nilly kissing all of them. But the fact that you might slip a kiss here or there, like, that's a big deal to y'all? Like, we grown. We grown. Like, these people are in their late 30s, 40s. Like, come on, let's stop acting like that. Like, on a regular basis, you might date somebody on Monday, date somebody on Tuesday, and give them a kiss goodnight. Let's not be prudes about this situation. And he was really sitting there. Then, when he had the nerve to say to her, what would your children think? That would have been when I would have got up and walked away. I don't even have no kids and you offended me. What are you talking about? What would your children think? Again, you are really sitting here acting like this woman had sex or something on national television. You acting like she went around the room and kissed 3-4 people at one time. Like, oh, that was so disrespectful to me for him to be like, what will your kids think? Then when she got up to leave, he was like, well, it ain't no real big loss. I mean, I've never even seen her without makeup on. My dude, what is wrong with you? Again, disrespectful as hell. Okay, you mad, you in your feelings because of Corvea got sent home, and you mad you in your feelings because she kissed Mark Anthony. I think you're really mad that she kissed Mark Anthony and didn't kiss you, because I feel like if she had leaned over and kissed you, you wouldn't really have no problem with this whole situation. But because she didn't kiss you, now what you trying to make her out to be like a freak or something, like she had thought of something, like she just throwing it around and giving it to everybody. I didn't like it. It was a bad look for you, Demario. I don't know you personally, and you might be a really nice guy, but that was not a good look. Okay. Then we have Blake and Jokisha. No, he's not interested. Period. He's not. And it's okay that he's not interested, but his affect is so off-putting. Like, it's okay if you're not feeling it. Like, I ain't even gonna go down that road. If you ain't feeling her, then don't feel her. But his affect is just so off-putting about the situation. She was like, so how's your day? He was like, I mean, it was okay, but I mean, this is your day. You tell me. How was your day? And then she was like, so how you feeling about the process? He was like, well, I mean, you asked me a general question, so I'm just gonna have to give you a general answer. Bruh, who you talking to? What's your issue, my man? My dude, like, for real, what's your issue? So that wasn't gonna work. Then we had a whole production situation where we had Marcia setting up a double date with Blue, Blake, and Jeffrey. Now, y'all know good and damn well that Jeffrey and Blake don't need to be in the same room for the rest of this whole season. The next time we need to see Jeffrey and Blake in the same room is at the reunion, okay? And even then, it might not be the best idea, okay? They don't gel. There's no love match. There's no interest there. So why would you set up a double date? Why are you wasting everybody's time? Because Jeffrey don't want to be around Blake, and Blake don't want to be around Jeffrey. And you like, well, I just thought that I could find a way to ease the tension and get to the bottom of what's going on. That's not what we're here for, ma'am. We're here to date. We're here finding love. We are not here for a Dr. Phil intervention. Okay, we are not here for that. That is not what we are here for. So I did not like the fact that she invited people that she knew had already been there, done that, got the postcard, and realized this was not a love match. You wasted everybody's time. And I was with Blake on this one because he was really sitting there like, why am I here? Why am I here? So they had like the meditation bowl thing, Bob, and then they were making like vision boards, right? And here's where Jeffrey was being petty because everybody had their little vision board. And so Blake's vision board had a bunch of watches on it. And he said, this is to represent time because time is what's most precious. And then I think he had like a house or something. And he said it meant something. So what Jeffrey walked away with is that he was materialistic and he just liked watches. Girl, like, okay, you don't like him, but you don't have to make everything about him. Like, you don't have to turn everything that he does and says into an indictment on his personality. Okay, you don't like him. Fine. But everything about him doesn't have to be this negative space. Like, golly. But then Blue, he was talking about traveling and he had a bunch of doors, leaving the door open for more to come or whatever. It was cute. And both Marcia and Jeffrey walked away feeling like they could feel, they was feeling Blue a little bit. But Blue done already said that he look at Marcia like she a homegirl. So I don't see that's happening. That was just a whole production inspired, wasted moment, as far as I was concerned. Okay, as far as I was concerned. So, I think that was all the dates, Chad. I think I got all the dates. So now we go into the lounge, and the ladies have to make a decision about who need to go home. Well, of course, Jeffrey feeling how she feel about Blake. She throw him out there. Her and Susu get into it again, because Susu defending Blake. And Jeffrey was like, you really like defending the guys. Like, I see that you real male identified over here. And you really, oh, I'm sorry. Put a pin in that. We do have another date. We got Tony and, what's my girl? Is it Mercedes? I can't keep up with these people. But Morgan. It's Tony and Morgan. Now listen, Tony is feeling Morgan and Morgan is feeling Tony, but I just feel like Morgan's playing games and I don't have the energy for her. You like him, but then you when he tries to get you to be definitive about your feelings, he was like, so do you think that your love match is here? Could be. Maybe. Oh, you like me, huh? I mean, it was a very flirty situation, but I don't know. Morgan, and I know Morgan said, it's editing. Child, they always blame it on the edit. They blame it on the edit. Blame it on the edit. I don't know if it's the edit or not, okay? I'm just go ahead and be real with you, but it does not make you look good. I'm just going to be real about it. But anyway, back to the lounge. So then Jeffrey lets everybody know about DeMario and how he acted at their date. And then because he knew it was an elimination, child, he had the nerve to send her a text talking about some, I really hope that we can figure this out. We had a connection, and I really hope we can figure out where we, and get back on track. No, you just didn't want to be eliminated because you were like, oh shoot, I acted an ass, but now I remember it's a men's elimination week. Let me try to get back in there. Anyway, Demario and Blake are at the bottom. They send Cynthia to talk to Blake. They send who to talk to Demario? I don't remember. But what I do know is that Cynthia was talking to Blake, and Blake was still had an attitude about something. Well, I mean, she's talking about, that I'm off-putting to the ladies, and I make the ladies feel some kind of way, and I disagree. And so at this point, I just want her to get on with what she has to say. I mean, I know the women met, so I just want her to get on with what she has to say. So you still not listening, you still not receiving, you still ain't trying to hear what the people are trying to tell you, okay? And I just think that's rude. It's just rude. Mario is sitting there like he don't understand why he being sent home, because they were like, look, bro, you ain't ready to love because you was disrespectful. Conveyor must have been you was rude, and he was just like, oh what, bro? Like you threw her kids at her. What you thought she was gonna say? How you thought she was gonna feel? Anyway, child, Mario gone. That's it. That's all. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.